draw these curves on the same axis, we start by drawing sine 2x. So our scale is 4 centimeters represent 1 unit on the y-axis, and when you count the small boxes, there are 20. Therefore, 20 small boxes represents 1 unit on the y-axis. On the x-axis, 1 centimeter represents 15 degrees. So therefore, we have 5 small boxes representing 15 degrees. So to start with sine 2x, it is just simple. When x is 0, sine 2x is 0. When x is 15, sine 2x is 0.5. When x is 30, you just take 20, you multiply by 0.87, we get 17.4. So you count 17.4 small boxes. So 15, 16, 17. When x is 45, sine 2x is 1. There it is 17.4 boxes. 75 it is 0.5, 90 it is 0, 105, 120 sorry, you count also 17.4 boxes, 150 also 17.4 boxes, 160 it is negative 0.5, 188 is 0. Then I just used a pencil to mark a dotted line, and then I have used a pen to draw the curve. I am making it visible for you to see. So make sure your curve is smooth. And as a student, you are not allowed to use a biro pen. You just use a pencil. Then after finishing, you label your curve. So our curve is sine 2x. So it is not a must you label it using an arrow. So to draw the next curve, cos x minus 30, when x is 0, we have 0.87. It was just 17.4 small boxes. So you use the calculator to mark off the points. So you continue like that. So when x is 45, you mark. When x is 60, it is just 0.87 times 20 small boxes. So you continue using the small box criteria. So continue marking until you have plotted all the points. So there you count 5 small boxes, 0.2, 120 it is 0, 135 it is 5 small boxes, 0.2, negative 0.5. So make sure your curve is smooth. I've just used a biro pen to make it visible so that you can be able to see. So after finishing drawing your curve, you label it. So I'll share the next video on how to solve part C and D of the question. So if you have a question, you can ask and you can save and share it with your friends. Bye.